Hi, I'm Larie and welcome to your TRX tricep workout. What you're going to need today is your suspension trainer and a mat. Go ahead, set your suspension trainer up to mid-length. Today's format is tri-set, so we have 3 exercises at a time. Every exercise will be performed for 60 seconds. Once you hear that ding, we've moved on. So that is 3 minutes of total work time. At the end of each tri-set, you'll get a 15-second recovery. Today's focus, upper body pull and lower body. All right, y'all, this one is quick, just under 20 minutes. Go ahead, grab all your stuff, and let's get going. We're going to begin with a single arm exercise. So go ahead, grab one of your straps in the left hand. Now start with a conservative angle. Keep your core very, very tight to help stabilize the hips. Extend the arm long. Big deep inhale. As you exhale, drive that elbow towards the same hip to engage your lat. So take it nice, slow, and controlled. Conservative angle to start. This begins your workout in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So some things to be mindful of is when you extend that arm, make sure you're not rotating open. So core stays tight and then pull from the lat. So feel your lat muscle right through here. Really do that work. 3, 2, 1 count pause, drive it in. 3, 2, 1 count pause, 1 count squeeze. In 10 seconds, we'll switch to the other side. You may have one side that's a little stronger than the other. We'll work on equaling them out in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, switch to the other side. Core stays tight, maintain about the same angle and maintain the same tempo. So some ways to modify today's workout or to challenge yourself is your angle. So your angle controls the intensity and the load that you are working with. So the closer you walk in towards the anchor point, the more challenging it's going to be because the more body weight you're using. The farther away you walk away from the anchor point, the more doable it's going to feel because less body weight, more conservative angle. We'll end this tricep with a bilateral movement. So we're going to grab both handles and take it to a semi-pronated row in 3, 2, and 1. Grab your other handle, semi-pronated grip, so somewhere in between neutral and pronated. At the top of the movement, at a 1/4 rep. So really trying to bias your rear delts or upper part of the back here. Now you can be more aggressive with your angle because you are using both hands. So if you're not feeling challenged, go ahead, walk it in. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 15 seconds to recover, and then we go to our first lower body tricep. We begin with B stance squats, 80% in the left, 20 in the right of your weight. So your foot is into a kickstand, but you're really using your left glute and left quad to drive you up. Now this is where we're going to start, and then if you want to progress, at the 30-second mark, we'll go to single leg, but only if you feel like you're ready. Now you can use these straps as much or as little as you want to assist on the concentric portion. Here we go, 30-second mark. If you want, Extend the leg and just take it for a ride for a rep. See how that feels, the single leg pistol squat. And if it's not happening today, go back to that B stance. One more rep, then we switch sides. Go ahead, switch sides. Start with that B stance, 80% in the right, 20 in the left. Use mainly your right to drive it up, so you should feel your glute really engage. Core stays tight to help stabilize. Anytime you have any sort of unilateral work, your core has to stay engaged, or else you're really gonna dip to that one side. If you did it on the other side, let's do it on this side. Single leg, let's go. We're going to end with a bilateral squat, 1 to a quarter rep in 3, 2, equal weight in both feet. So take it to the bottom. Quarter rep at the bottom and then bring it up. Try not to lock out at the top. So try to keep constant tension in your glutes. Glutes drive you up, hold that tension. And so it goes, tables turn, and you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better, and baby, you belong. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and recover. Next up, we have a pull block upper body. We start with Y, so we go to T's and then W's. Now, you may have to start with a more conservative angle. These Y raises will really target your upper back rear delts, but this angle will also target your medial delts as well. So start with a more conservative angle. Make sure you can keep your core tight as you reach overhead. And then if this does not feel challenging, you know the drill. Walk it in. You control the intensity. I don't want to tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. Everything about you is so unreal. It won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. You got my lipstick on your white shirt collar. Teaser next in 3, 2, and 1. So this is just a pronated row. You can call it a T-raise as well. It's a little different than that semi-pronated row. Now elbows are flaring directly out to the side, really targeting, upper back. If needed, this one is tough. You can walk it away from the anchor point, as always, or just rest. Take a few deep breaths, and then continue the set when you feel ready. I don't want to tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. But everything about you is so unreal. It won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. You got my lipstick on your white shirt collar. Last 3, 2, and 1. W raises are next. So just bring it up to a W, and then bring it down. You will feel this in your delt as well.
that it rained all summer. When we should stop, we go further. Didn't even notice that. Now how could I leave? How could I lose sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. My lipstick on your white shirt collar.
One more rest, then we get that break in 3, 2, and 1. Wow, recover. Lower body is next. Grab a drink, do what you need to. We'll start with a reverse lunge on your left side. Ground with the left. Left foot is staying planted. So at first, just tap that right foot in. So if you're more upright, you'll target more of, well, you're targeting your glutes, but you're going to target more of your quads. If you want to target more of your hamstrings, then hinge from the hip just a little bit more. You can stay right here. In 5 seconds, you'll have the option to challenge your balance a little bit more by driving the knee in. In 3, 2, and 1. We'll go to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Ground through the right. Tap the left foot in at first. Focus is on the right glute, quad, possibly hamstring, depending on your hinge. In 5 seconds, you have the option to challenge your balance a little bit more by adding the knee in 3, 2, and 1. We'll end this tricep with a bilateral squat to a calf raise. In 3, 2, and 1. So find your squat, bring it up, calf raise at the top. Start slow, adjust your angle as needed, and then once you have it, you can pick it up. Feel free. You go at your own pace. You and I are different. This is timed. Find a pace that is challenging but manageable for you. Make sure you're feeling it mainly in your glutes. If you're starting to feel it in your back, there's a good probability that there's a lot of spinal and or pelvis movement happening. So just try to stabilize a little bit more. Get that support from deep core in the front. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Shake it out, y'all. We are on to our final 2 triceps. We start with a squat to a pull-up. So start with handles in the pockets. We'll then extend, pull yourself up, and then extend the arms. So just stay with me. Handles by the pockets, extend the arms, sit back into your squat. First move, pull, push, all right? So a little push in today's workout. But that is the main movement I want you to focus on, that pulling motion, getting your lats to do most of the work. Once you got that down, then you can start to smooth it out. Again, walk it farther away to make it more doable. So then you would start with just the handles in front of the thighs.
I got money in my pocket and I'm about to drop it with you now. With you now. Tear the roof off every building. I know I'll be spending millions with you.
In 5 seconds, we're going to switch to a pronated grip. It's going to be more challenging, all right, for most of us. So palms face away from us, and then just pull yourself up. Start here, make sure you're getting that motion down, and then we can go to the same thing. I really want you to control it. So if needed, just stay right here. But if you want, you can start to extend the arms all the way down. But be mindful, control it. You control this movement, it does not control you. So same thing as the first exercise, just changing our grip to pronated throughout.
Don't have many plans, swing it. If you got a glass, fill it. Cause I need it now. Money is a in it. I don't wanna think about it. So if you know the song, sing it.
I know I'm calling this a pull workout, but that little push down at the end will get your triceps a little bit. We are gonna end with some biceps on this final tricep. In 3, 2, and 1. Finally, right? Arms extend out in front of you. Make it good. Keep the elbows out in front of you so you're biasing now your biceps. If you were to pull it in like this, not wrong. That's just going to continue to target your back. So if you don't want to do the biceps, feel free to do that. But this movement, targeting biceps. Walk it in if you can.
Just tell me what you wanna do. So let's get up. Let's get up. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to spend it all. About to spend it all. About to spend it all.
Final 10 seconds, and then we recover before we hit our final tricep, and it's lower body on your mat. In 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, try to adjust your handles just a little. I'm gonna have to put mine right around knee level. This height may feel good for some, but I like mine just a little bit higher. Feet go in the cradle. We start with hamstring curls. We'll take our time getting there because setup really matters. Okay, so from here, you're going to lift glutes off of the ground. That's your starting position. Bring your feet in, control it out. So you should feel hamstrings do some serious work right there. Now, if needed, you can rest in between sets, but don't do this because this does absolutely nothing. All right, so you can come here, butt goes down in between sets, or just stay up here with me. This one is going to have us crying by the end. Fair warning. Core stays tight to help stabilize spine. Try not to let the pelvis dip forward. In 10 seconds, we go to a bridge. I'm gonna scoot a little bit closer towards my anchor point. In 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna scoot just a little bit in. So go to the top of your bridge. Add a quarter rep at the top, and then bring it down. Wow. Quarter rep at the top, then bring it down. Your glutes, your hamstrings are on fire. I know, mine are too. Make it a rest pause set if needed. What that means, if you can't do another rep with good form, rest here for about 3 breaths and then continue the set. Repeat that method until time. In 10 seconds, we combine the two. I know. Hamstring curl to a bridge. Prepare your mind in 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna scoot a little farther away now. So start glutes lifted. Curl it in, bring it up higher, down, and then extend. So feet in, glutes up, glutes down, bring it down. Wow, if needed, rest as many times as you need to. 10 seconds, and then we're gonna hold that bridge. In 3, 2, go back to your bridge. Now hold 15 seconds. I know you're following. Stay strong. 3, 2, and 1. At least I was talking to myself. Wow. Oh, let's go ahead and give ourselves a hamstring stretch since we're already here and we deserve it. Start conservative because those hamstrings just did some serious work. So just start by lengthening one leg, doesn't matter which one. We'll hit the other one eventually. Start to straighten it. Then give yourself a very gentle pull back. And then let's hold. With every exhale, maybe pull it a little bit closer, but be conservative. When you're ready, let's switch sides. Start by straightening the leg. My hamstring is very, very tight right now. That was some serious work. So let's just lengthen it. Then when you're ready, just start to gentle pulls back. I mean, it's a few inches at a very conservative angle. Then once you feel good, hold there. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Hug the knees in. Give yourself a few spinal rolls up. Then on the third one, come all the way up. And let's come into a runner's lunge. Whew. So my right leg is forward, neutral spine. And then bring it forward. Squeeze that left glute. And then take left hand up and over. So you're feeling a very big stretch along that left hip flexor. Keeping the stretching kind of short today because that was a quick workout. Let's take it to the other side. I have a lot of stretching routines in the yoga stretching playlist. Check it out. If you find a stretch that feels good, feel free. Hold it longer. We'll come back to it once we're done. Also, foam rolling should feel pretty good after this. Let's go ahead and use our straps for a nice little lat stretch. So hips stay pretty close to stacked. Wow, over your hips. And then just gentle fall forward. And you can start to do some rock backs as well. So rocking it back towards the hips and then rocking it forward, deepening the stretch in the lats. If this is too much, bring your hands to your mat. And just breathe through it. This is great, a great stretch for all of us in our forward-facing society, driving, typing, cell phones, you name it. We're constantly putting in that upper cross position. So great stretch. Okay, let's come out of it. Wow. And we got to hit the glutes, right? Bring it on up. Sorry. But this is a really great way to hit the glutes. So just cross one foot over, hinge it back, work on driving this knee back. So opening up the hip and then taking it as far back as it feels good to you. When you're ready, switch sides, y'all, and then we're done. All right, that was it. Okay, after a long TRX hiatus of winter, so I couldn't come out here, and then my hand being broken, feels good to be back. Let me know what you would like to see in the comments below. I have a dumbbell TRX workout in the works. I'm gonna film it on another day because that was enough for me today. All right, let me know what you would like to see in the comments below. Your love, support always means the world. Tag me in your posts and stories at Larie Midkiff on IG. Facebook, Fit by Larie. I promise I'll do something with it eventually. Just, social media and me. Okay, anyways. As long as you tried your best, that is all that matters. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. And remember, you rock.